Why am I burning sage, you may ask? There's a good reason. Anytime that I've gone out in public, I just finished my morning school bus route. Love my kids. They're pretty good kids. They listen to me. Um, I run a pretty tight ship, but they sometimes they get a little rowdy, but kids are kids. I let them have fun, but to a certain point, and then they know when to get in line. But anyway, lately it seems like every time I go out in public, it doesn't matter where, like I come home and I need to burn sage. I need to clear this space, this aura of my home and myself. Now, I wanted to talk about energy today. See this flame? This flame is made up of energy. We are all energetic beings. We're basically wearing a suit. We're made up of energy, emotion. Emotion is energy. Emotion pushes our energy outwards. What emotions we put out, we expand in our field to other people. Once you realize that we are energetic beings and you start to understand your own energy, what triggers you, what things make you happy, what things make you sad, angry, hurt. Once you realize that you have the ability to control how you feel by exposing yourself to certain toxic people or people that make you happy, people that uplift you, people that are there for you no matter what, versus being in a space where you're constantly being put down, you're constantly being judged by other people. I know it's hard, especially those of us who, work with other people, and we work with people that may be in lower energies, toxic. And there's ways that you can, protect yourself around these people, because especially if you work with them, you don't really have a choice but to be exposed by them. When you're out in public, you can know if you're able to read energy and people, you can steer clear of, drama and other people that may be toxic. But I wanted to go into the reality of what we are made of. Okay, we have souls. Souls are energetic beings that reside. Your soul resides in this suit. You are basically, think of yourself as an astronaut going to another planet in your astronaut suit. You have to, wear a certain suit to be able to exist in that atmosphere, right? So here on Earth, we have to exist in this suit in order for us to navigate this world, this three-dimensional reality that consists on this planet. Now, when you are a being of light, we all are beings of light. Even those who may seem toxic, push against us, they are a being of light. However, they have chosen to either dim their light or I can't blow it out. I was going to say snuff it out, but it doesn't want to go out, so I'm just going to let it burn because that's obviously what it wants to do. So sometimes people think that, when things happen to them that don't necessarily make them feel good, or they feel like the world is against them. Everything bad happens to them. And when you continuously draw on that negativity, like, oh, nothing ever good happens to me. This happened to me. This happened to me. And I can't believe now this just happened to me. Like, what did I do to deserve this? Sometimes it is karma. Sometimes it's our own energy that we put out that we're bringing back towards us. I went through a time in my life where it seemed like I was trying so hard. I thought, and I knew these things. These are things that I knew. I knew that like attracts light. Like attracts like. Light attracts light. Dark attracts dark. However, light can also attract dark because they're drawn to them like a moth to a flame. Because it's attractive. But anyway, we'll go into that's a whole different ballgame. But what I'm trying to go on, and I knew these things when I kept having this bad things happen to me. And I believe that it pushed me to the point where I really had to face my own reality of my thoughts, my energy. I had to shift things on my own. Nothing was going to do it for me. Didn't matter how much I prayed. Didn't matter how much I cried. I had to change my perspective. I had to change my thoughts. I had to change my energy. And by doing that, there's many things that you can do to try and make that shift so that more positivity comes back to you. And the way that works is first, you have to start meditating. And when I mean meditating, I mean like clearing your aura, clearing your chakras, going through the chakras. We have different points in our soul body, but also what happens in our soul body also affects us physically. It's an internal thing that pushes out to our physical reality. Okay? What we have internally inside us and we have not dealt with will be expanded to the world around us. It will affect other people, and those other people might push against us because they don't like what they're getting from you, whether you realize it or not. Okay? So, clearing your chakras. There are many videos on YouTube that can show you how to do this. I have not run into one chakra clearing video that didn't do it correctly. There's many different ways that you can do it. I mean, It is all about how it feels. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it that way. Because how you feel is a reflection of what's going on inside of you. If something doesn't resonate with you, don't do it. You know, you need to feel okay with the process that you're going through. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right for you, because everyone is different. Everyone has different methods. Everyone has just different problems, issues, things that they're plugged into that they, need to clear or get rid of. Past traumas, heartbreak, disappointments, all of that is affecting you today, right now. It can, unless you decide to clear it and let it go. So when you meditate, it's good to be outside and ground yourself to the earth, especially doing it in the beginning, because you need to push those negative energies outwards and into the earth. The earth will heal you. People think it's silly, but the ground is a good place for growth. When people have a garden and they put manure in it, it's crap, right? But it makes the flowers grow, because when it's put in the earth heals it, and it takes the minerals and nourishes it. It will nourish you. Put your feet in the grass. Ground yourself. Draw the energy from the earth up towards you and then push it down into the earth. Some of us still live where it's cold and we don't like to spend too much time outside, like myself, when it's cold. So what I do is I do a visualization. I imagine myself, in a grassy field, barefooted, just taking everything in around me and drawing in the nature that surrounds me. Visualizations really can work. Putting yourself into real grass and real ground is even better. So I just want to talk about some of the things that are going on right now in our world. And right now here in America, people are having riots again. There's a lot of bad energy out there. You can choose to focus on that, or you can choose to be aware of it and not let it affect you, your energy. There's a difference between being passionate, angry, wanting justice, but there's also an angry that is malicious. Yeah, I think that's the right word. there's an anger that is full of hate and destruction, and it's the wrong kind of anger. You can be angry and wanting righteousness and justice and wanting people to be heard, but not when people's lives are in danger, not when innocent people are in fear because of your anger, not when innocent people are having their businesses destroyed because you want to make a point. You don't heal hate with hate. There's no room for hate when you want healing, when you want things to change. Hate cannot be there. You can say no hate. Well, how are you reacting to your no hate? Are you reacting with more hate? Like, it contradicts everything that you're trying to do. You can still be in a place of love and passion and still be upset about something and make some changes without having to be destructive, hurting people. Um, you know, I believe we are coming close to a time. It's what I've noticed since the beginning of 2020 last year, that the energies, there's polarities that are happening. Like contrast is just white and dark. It's becoming more and more clear, this shift that's going to happen. There's polarities that are just and different in different aspects, politically, religion, racism, and like patriotism, and there's all these contrasts. It's becoming more and more clear. There's becoming less gray areas. You either are on the right or the left. You're either on the dark or the light. You're either bound to religion or freedom of expression of self. And I believe truly within the next year, you are either going to shift upwards or you're going to shift downwards. There's going to be a difference in where you reside. And in that moment, soon that there's going to be a split, okay, of realities. When that split happens, I don't know, where do you want to be? Me, I want to be in the light. I want to be in the light where it's glorious, beautiful, lots of community and love and support and just peace. You don't bring peace by not being peaceful, and not being peaceful is going out and destroying cities and lighting things on fire. That's not being peaceful. You're going the opposite direction of where you actually want to be. And I'm saying this from a place of love and wanting people to be in the right place in their heart, because when your heart is on fire, when your heart is lit up, there's so much changes that can happen in your life. Like, you will attract everything that is right for you. You will attract everything that you need when your love is expanded. When you do what's best for you and for others, that will come back to you. The time of selfish living is over. We've had our playtime. The 80s and the 90s were great. They really were. Like, I grew up in that, and I'm so glad I had that awesome time. Like, it was pretty good. Even if you had a kind of rough, it was still fun to be a kid in the 80s and the 90s, was it not? Maybe, even in the 60s and 70s wasn't too bad. But anyway, our playtime's over. It's time to grow up. Time to suit up. Time to get your light on. And there's a lot of distractions out there. A lot of things to distract us with right now. Technology is taking off. Like, what timeline are we in? Because it seems like all of a sudden they're talking about UFOs on the news. Like, what? I never expected that. But hey, it's here. It's coming. Things are speeding up. And they're speeding up because people are becoming aware of the reality that we live in. Sorry, my eye. Things are speeding up because people are waking up. People are realizing who they truly are. We are beings of love and light. Come back to that. You want to see peace on earth? You want to see respect for your brothers and sisters, your neighbor? You want to see everybody come together, black, white, red, yellow? Be that person that loves them no matter what. Show it by action, not by burning cities and hurting people. That's not going to get anywhere. Anyway, I truly believe that if you are a believer in God, which I am, we are all part of God. We are all beings that are existing on behalf of God. If you truly love all people, you would not be behaving the way you are right now. You would not be condemning people for... Well, I understand people want justice. I want justice for them too. I want people to be respected no matter what color of their skin. Because inside, we're all a spark. We're all a flame, ignited. Some are just a little bit ignited, but all they need is a little push. All they need is a little bit of compassion, maybe. Somebody to come into their life and love them no matter what. It so rings true. Be the change you want to be in the world. However, it starts with clearing all these negative attachments that you have in your life. Go outside, clear your energy, put on some binaural beats music that will get your vibrations pumping and just take in everything. The nature, the sounds, the peace, the love of Mother Earth. She is a living, breathing being. You can feel it in her. Pray, connect to God. Let God's golden light shine upon you and show you who you are. Let Him show you. Ask for Him to show you. Who am I? Who am I really? Where did I come from? What am I made of? Show me. Let things flow. Let things flow and come to you without judgment. Because our judgment is what clouds us. Our judgment is what hinders us from receiving true information. So, anyway, that's all I want to talk about today. And I hope you all have a beautiful week. I might do another video soon. I have some ideas that I might want to, of things I want to talk about yet. So I'm going to get back to work on my dream catchers, which I'm going to start selling again soon. So keep your eyes open, and I love you all, and I thank you all for watching this video, and I really encourage all of you to, you know, come back to yourself, come back to God, love yourself, and spread that light, because it's going to get rough out there, especially for those who are still attached to, you know, negative energies and what's going on right now in around the world. So yeah, be a light. Love you all. Bye-bye.